What's going on? It is episode 3 of Get Back on Track. Today we're going to focus on the truck. Doesn't this look like something you just want to spend like a lot of time in? Driving real far? Nah. So, the plan for today is we're going to take out these seats, center console. We're going to try to clean this carpet as good as possible. Going to organize the parts that are from the taken apart engine bay inside so we can actually scrub this down, make it a little bit more of an enjoyable environment to be in, you know? We want to be able to like take my child in this thing. In the condition it's in right now, I wouldn't be doing that. Also, if you could smell it in here, it smells like cedar. So when we built our fence that is over there, that is a 4-foot fence, and we had to buy 6-foot boards. So, you know, we had to cut the tops off of all of them. We put the tops to every single one of those boards in here. It was stuffed to the roof. That's why there's some roof stains on there, because I didn't want to leave it outside. So it smells like wood. It's really dirty, and it had some mold in it. So we're gonna clean this, get it dialed in, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, so believe it or not, first things first, to start that entire mission that I just talked about is gonna be removing this from the roof so I don't get sunburnt again. My back's cooked, so we need some shade. Okay, immediate change to the plan. The seats are electric power seats. Everything's tore out, so not doing that. But we're still going to clean them as good as we can. We're going to start with taking all the parts out the back, organize them. Nice and organized, right? Sweet. So I think now we're going to start getting all the garbage out from there, because it's pretty bad. And at some point too, we're going to wash it so it visibly doesn't look as gross. Yeah, we got lots of trash. Lots of trash. All right, so everything's cleaned up on the inside. Time for the outside. This shit is filthy. So, put you on time lapse. You're gonna scrub her down. So we got this way cleaner in here. The driver's seat is still super blasted. I definitely want to try to get a new seat for the front, at least right here. This one is not too shabby. Back seats are looking really good. I just sat here, so it's a little bit dirtier than it was before, but super clean. We also washed everything out back here. The paint is super chippy and it's real rusty back here. So we do have an idea for what we're gonna do to fix that, but we're gonna wait for a little bit so I can make sure that we got a solid idea. There's a couple things that are gonna go into that, but that's what we got going on for now. All right, so we're back from messing with the truck. But after I thought about it for a little bit, we might be taking a different route with truckness, okay? Because I thought about it. When we blew the radiator, picking some stuff up, whatever, you know, it overheated super bad, so it blew the head gaskets, cool. We fixed the radiator, and the engine didn't sound the nicest, you know? And then I was like, all right, let's do the head so we can get the truck going, you know, get back on track. And then I remembered, like, oh yeah, it doesn't even sound good if I did fix it. So we're gonna pause on that. So when we pause on the truck, we're gonna get back to this right here. Let me show you what we're gonna get into. All right, so last night I made this fire extinguisher mount. This guy bolts onto the front seat bolts, and then the fire extinguisher slides in like this. Boom, and then you pull that pin and it slides down right there. And this is gonna be like right underneath the front of the seat. So when you sit down, it's gonna be right here. So we're gonna throw this guy in there and see how that looks. right, so that was almost a disaster. This bolt stripped. I had to cut down the side to re-tap it, but we're in there. We're in there solid now. So I'm gonna go throw the fire extinguisher in and see how it goes. All right, so we got her in there. It does rattle slightly, but when I'm sitting on it, it shouldn't rattle because the cushion kind of pushes down on it. That'll help me also get like my legs the way that I want them to, you know, so hopefully that'll work. But yeah, we're gonna slide in here and see how it works. Dude, perfect. Like sitting here, driving, boom, you can't even see the wheel or the fire extinguisher at all. Holds my legs up a little bit more. When I'm sitting in here, it doesn't rattle. Oh, we're on, dude. And then I put this little thing around here, you know, I could just pull this right off, but I had the fire extinguisher originally just under the seat, right? So I was driving, and then I went to go pull it out from underneath the seat, hit the wheel, and just went off and hit my leg and filled the entire car with fire extinguisher fumes. So that was the whole reason we needed to make this, because I was not trying to have that happen again. So that works out great. All right, so day by day, it's getting a little bit better here and there, here and there. So now, technically, we'll pass tech for a drift event with that, you can see it in there, that fire extinguisher in there. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some rear diff bushings, because with the welded diff, you can, obviously, like, the wheels chatter when you're going around corners, but with this diff situation we got going on with it being loose, everything from here forward feels like super solid, and the whole rear diff just feels like it's just chugga. So we need to fix that before we can like clutch kick hard, because I don't need my entire rear end. We don't need all that. So that's going to be the end of this one. So stay tuned to figure out what we decide to do with the truck, and stay tuned for when this hits the track. Have good days.